This is a thing.
TikTok で話題になっているもの、それがナターシャ、アフリカベビーのスクイーズ人形、大量に出てきます。これが流行った理由、結婚をせかしてくるお母さんに対してネットでこの人形を購入、ナターシャと名付けて娘として育て始めたこと。
Did the doll have to be black? And before I hear, it's not that serious. Oh, yes, it is that serious. Why are black dolls specifically being put through extreme physical abuse? Let that sink in for a bit. It's almost as if because society no longer has unlimited, unregulated, unadulterated access to our physical bodies, it's found a way to do it through things like this. It isn't enough that the features here are reminiscent of minstrelsy, of caricatures that were used in times past to justify the systemic oppression of black peoples, or the fact that because it's a baby being put into all of these sexualized positions, it plays into the historic and ongoing adultification of black children, who consequently have to suffer its violence. This Africa baby doll
アフリカベビーの
lets you stretch it, hit it, squeeze it, debase it, and dehumanize it in any way you want. Just like the old enslavers would say, it's not a real human, so who cares, right? No, this doll with its dark skin, flashy lips, and white features is just a fun little toy for a fun little time. Never mind that apparently the name Natasha stuck because it resembles a dialect word for trash can. No, this is all good fun. Society loves to minimize anti-blackness when it's staring us right in the face. That's why, trigger warning, I'm gonna use a word here that some of you might find offensive, but we need to be more woke. This is not okay. You could never get me to look at this and think it harmless. And you shouldn't either, because it's anything but.
A black baby doll is being dehumanized on Chinese social media for stress relief. Here's what we know. The doll called Natasha comes in multiple skin tones, black, brown, and white. But it's the black version that has gone viral on social media platforms Douyin and Rednote, in videos showing users punching it, stomping on it, running it over, and pouring boiling water on it. An explanation circulated on the same platforms claiming the white version looks too human-like to destroy, while the black version was described as ugly, abstract, and interesting.
The white version is too ugly to destroy, but the black version perfectly fine, huh? Here we go again. See how they trying to divide us?
According to Chinese language accounts, the doll was created in March 2026 by a blogger who used it as a surrogate baby amid pressure from family to get married. The name Natasha stuck because it phonetically resembles a word for trash can in the Chaoshan dialect of southern China. The doll is manufactured and sold by multiple factories in China, among them companies listed on the wholesale platform madeinchina.com, based in Shenzhen and Guangxi. It wholesales for under $2 a piece and is now available globally on Amazon, eBay, AliExpress, and Shein. This isn't the first time anti-black content has gone viral on Chinese platforms. In 2022, BBC Africa Eye released a documentary exposing an industry selling videos of African children in Malawi, coached to repeat demeaning phrases in Mandarin. The Chinese government dismissed it as an isolated case by a fool, but according to a Human Rights Watch report published on August 16, 2023, platform responses were rigid, arbitrary, and opaque, and black users who reported racist content received only automated replies stating nothing had violated guidelines. Human Rights Watch found that the Chinese government is quick to delete content critical to the Chinese government, but at the same time ignores pervasive hate speech against black people on the Chinese internet. Neither Douyin nor Rednote has issued a public statement on the Natasha doll videos.
They would name it Natasha. We got bigger issues going on, but they want to distract us. They want to keep stirring up the same old, same old. Oh, y'all want a race war now? Black people versus white people, black people versus Asian people, everybody versus the black man and woman, especially the black man, y'all's biggest threat. The straight black man. That's their biggest threat. The Israelite black man, the black man that knows who he is. That's a leader in his household and his community. Yeah, y'all scared. Look, the scriptures say that though. They're gonna be scared of us because they know that we are Yahuwahs. We're his own. Look at this mess.
I've been looking into this Natasha dolls thing, and it is way crazier than I thought it would be. If you need catching up, there was a trend on Chinese social media recently where people would take these dolls, coined Natasha dolls, and go to town on them. Driving over them, cutting or piercing them, stretching them, beating them up. And the thing is, most, if not all, of these dolls were black or dark skinned. Here's one. The Chinese above it basically says that the doll was hit so hard the stuff in her brain came out. I guess inside the doll was powder or something. It's crazy. And the lore is crazy because apparently the only reason they're called Natasha dolls is that a Chinese influencer called them trash. And in his dialect, it sounds like Natasha. This is not confirmed. I don't know about this. Trash in Mandarin is Laji. Natasha, Laji. I don't know. And also apparently some people were painting their dolls to be lighter. Yeah, it's crazy. But at the same time, not that crazy because we all know that colorism is a huge problem in China and Asia in general. People, especially women, will buy charcoal-based creams, whitening creams, for example, to make their skin as white as possible, which is insanely ironic because you have Western girls out here buying tanning cream. And excuses have come in. Oh, it's just for stress relief, these dolls, it's just dark humor. It's just a trend we're all following. The thing is, even if you're not actively thinking about darker skinned people while you're doing all this crazy stuff, imagery is important, and when you post this stuff online, that imagery is marketing and PR for all the wrong reasons. And I feel like Chinese people do not think about these things because there's just very little thought and consideration for Black people in their culture. There's not a lot, they don't see a lot of Black people in their everyday lives. I'm gonna have to try and look more into where this Natasha name came from. I really don't think the trash can thing is correct. But the craziest part of all this is me trying to imagine the reaction from Africans, because China and Africa have very good relations. China has been building infrastructure and investing a ton of money into Africa over the past couple of years. I've covered this before. This is for their Belt and Road Initiative to increase trade throughout the global south. I mean, you have African kids in some countries learning Mandarin. I wish I could have been on African social media when this was at its peak. Oh my God. Colorism is a huge problem in Asia that needs more attention, because this is not the first time, and I don't think this will be the last time, that colorism will manifest in some kind of trend or something. And if anything else comes up about this Natasha Dolls thing, I'll let you know.
As an African that has lived in China for 7 to 8 years now, I'm here to say that the Natasha dolls is not surprising, because it is not the first, nor will it be the last instance of racism I've seen against Black people here in China. We're all familiar with the famous one where during COVID, a bunch of Black people were being evicted from their homes in Guangzhou, but I'm going to do you one better, okay? For the last 3 to 4 years, I've been observing a specific type of live that has been popping up on Chinese apps like WeChat channels, Xiaohongshu, and Douyin, where it is a bunch of Chinese men that will go to African countries and then go into the impoverished communities to take on a wife. And then they will take that wife because apparently it is cheaper because of the bride price and them having the higher currency, etc., right? They will take on that wife and then start putting her on these live streams where she's to interact with him on live. These women, these young girls also, because they are young girls in a lot of cases, do not understand Chinese. So it becomes this running joke between the husband and the viewers of those lives that the wife does not understand Chinese. And then they essentially just become racist and say weird ass crazy hatred shit with probably the softest shit on there, calling her a monkey. That's the softest shit you will see on there. And it's a joke for them because the wife does not know. These women, these girls, they do not know because they don't speak Chinese. But the husband knows, and he makes money out of it because those people essentially give those men gifts. Makes money out of it because those people, these girls, they do not know because they don't speak Chinese. But the husband knows, and he makes money out of it because those people essentially give those men gifts to continue to berate this women on live, and it just keeps on going, and the numbers are increasing. I've tried to report some of these accounts, but when they ask me why I'm reporting it, there is nothing there that says oh my god, this is racist and whatever. So I'm not surprised, Natasha dolls. I'm not surprised, babe.
They playing with marriage. They think it's funny, but the Most High gonna get the last laugh. Mashiach, he told us it'll be like this. The world will hate us as they hated him, right? They will hate you as they hated me. We seeing it. We know about that. We've been hated. We've been feared. We've been the butt of people's joke. But in the end, we will be the head and not the tail. So y'all can have y'all a little bit of time y'all got right now. Y'all can have it. Enjoy it. It'll be short-lived. We see where this headed. They got to try to conjure up all of these things against us in these end times so that they can all try to work against us because they know we powerful. They know we gonna rise. They know they can't stop us, but they gonna try. But the Gentile, they have to cleave to us for them to even get into the kingdom, for them to be accepted. We are the gates. They got to come through us. Oh, but if you believe in Jesus, you'll be saved. Nope, that ain't how I work. You have to be immersed. You have to follow the commandments, the statutes, the laws. Your name has to be in the book of life. But see, the church don't want to tell you about that. Woe be unto the pastor Jeremiah 23:1 for misleading our Abba's flock, leading them straight to damnation. Where the rest of these people going?